Where the hell did they come from? I thought we were clear.
They must have caught us as we exited hyperspace.
Impossible. No such technology exists.
That we know of?
We've caught them. Prepare a boarding party.
Listen up. We're about to be boarded. Prepare for a repelling tactic.
For the Republic!
This is Carthel Nassi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
I'm more concerned with not dying myself.
It's a Dark Jedi. This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way. Damn, we could have used her help. There's something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Trask, no!
This is Carthel Nassi. Bastila's escape pod is away. I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Intensify firepower. Destroy that cruiser.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up.
Yeah. Sorry, who are you?
I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Karth, yeah, right. I'm, Dan. Dan Kassara.
Well, you've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things, but try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. You were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Huh. Thanks for that. I guess I owe you my life.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Bastila. The one from the Endar Spire, right?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace.
But one person, even a Jedi, cannot be that important. If she's even alive, that is.
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Sounds like a suicide mission if you ask me.
We survived the crash landing, so I'm willing to bet that she may have too. Besides, what's the alternative? I mean, if she's dead, then no one can stop Malak and his Sith from wiping out the Republic, and I'd rather operate on the assumption that she survived. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers. While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start.
Well, if it means getting off this planet, I'll help.
We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out. The planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past, and things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows. And it gets worse the lower you go.
The evil walks among us. The enemy is here. We must act now before we are overrun with the vermin invaders.
Hey, I'm no alien lover, but I don't want to see them all killed. This kook's way out of line.
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you. This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
We're gonna need some kind of disguise if we want to get past this guy.
Zach. There's too many people in this cantina.
This is more like it. So, tell me a bit about yourself, Carf.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
Well, Carf, I'm sorry if I touched a nerve.
I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't.
Them? You mean the people of your homeworld?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
You don't look much like a Sith officer.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith Occupation Force.
Right, I'm Dan.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith.
Well, I mean, you did conquer the world pretty recently.
Oh, great. I see where this is going. The Sith are evil. Why did I join them? Blah, blah, blah. I don't need a lecture from the likes of you.
Right, sure. Sorry.
It's okay. I might have overreacted a bit. But can you blame me? Everywhere I look, I see one of you Taresians glaring at me with hate in your eyes.
I'm not actually from Taris. I'm just stuck here for now.
You're an off-worlder. I figured you'd be even more angry being stuck on a foreign planet and all.
It's not too bad. The locals aren't much fun, though.
It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
Yeah, I bet.
It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map. Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms.
Sounds good. I'll be there.
I look forward to seeing you there.
Well, what do you know? My natural charm's only gotten us easy access to some Sith uniforms.
Well, sounds like this could work. Not like we have much choice in the matter, though, do we?
I don't see any other options. Besides, I love a good party. Alright, apartment 33B. Showtime. Come on, Carf. Big smiles.
Hey, you made it. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to show. The party's in full swing. Come on in. You have to try this Taresian ale. It's fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago.
Careful, Sana. That wine's got quite the kick. A couple more bottles and we'll all be passed out on the floor.
Who cares? We're not on duty tomorrow. Let's live a little. Come on, drink up.
I really hope this works. Oh, it looks good on you, Carf. The colour really brings out your eyes.
Funny.
Evening, soldier.
Another patrol heading down to the lower city, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Got it. Keep up the good work, soldier.
Ugh, this outfit is so itchy. No wonder the Sith are always so agitated.
Kavadumpa kunpa yiya mokapata.
Ichuta, yun patisa, ingba ni chalora kun.
Kavadumpa kunpa yiya mokapata.
Hey, I had that under control. We should probably get out of these uniforms though.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the Hidden Beck base. How do I know you're not a Vulkar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek?
Hey, I'm no spy. I just want to talk to this Gadon.
A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulkar gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Well, maybe I could be an ally against all these enemies.
Well, we do need all the help we can get. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base, not with Zerdra watching his back.
So...
Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Becks are watching you.
Hi there. I'm Dan.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base.
You're too trusting, Gadon. Brejik and his Vulkars want you dead, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties.
Yeah, can't blame her. This entire level is a dump. No offense.
Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you?
My name's Dan Kasra. I was wondering if you knew anything about the Republic escape pods that crashed down in the Undercity.
The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the Upper City about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadon. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door.
I promise you, we're no friends of the Sith.
The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner.
Oh, great.
Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila's just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
A swoop race?
I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race.
How am I supposed to enter the swoop race? It's not like I'd have a spare swoop bike lying around.
I might be able to help you with this. The swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hiddenbecks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me.
There's always a catch. Let's hear it.